YouTube channel. I am a sports therapist, a lecturer with a background of biomedical sciences, and today we are going to get proper intimate. We're going to talk about vaginal dryness and how that affects your moods, your mind, and literally your sexiness. Vaginal dryness, what is she even talking about? What is it? How does it happen? But more importantly, what can we do about it? Vaginal atrophy or vaginal dryness happens to 50% of women as they're going through the menopause and the perimenopause. And as you can see from the picture, it's due to the drop in estrogen levels. And in actual fact, by the time we've gone through our menopause fully, we've had an 85% drop in our estrogen levels. What then happens is the skin and the supporting tissues, so the lips, the vulva and the vagina, become thinner and less elastic, and your vagina then can become very dry, and that dryness leads to friction and that causes pain during intercourse. Okay, so we now know what it is and why it happens. It's our old friend estrogen, the gift that just keeps on giving and giving. So the thing is, what does that actually mean to us? How does that affect us? And how does that affect our minds and the way we see ourselves as women? So, what is going on inside of our vaginas? Well, it's inflamed, which means that it is swollen, it is itchy, it is sore, and it is dry. All that swelling means that the entrance to the vagina can become quite closed, which means that sex is really painful, and all that friction can actually even cause some bleeding to occur during sex or just after sex. More bad news. Not only is intercourse, or can intercourse be painful for us during menopause, but also when we go to pee, the inflammatory changes that have affected our vagina can also affect our vulva, and that means that it becomes dry, itchy, sore, painful and swollen, and it can lead to us having urinary tract infections, and there can even be a little bit of bleeding when we go to the toilet. In many cases, vaginal dryness doesn't only cause pain during sex, it can make it uncomfortable to sit, stand, exercise, go to the toilet, as I've already said, to urinate, or even work. Vaginal dryness can affect you in everyday life, whether women are sexually active or not, and this can have a real detrimental effect on the quality of your life. So it's really important to go and get some help. Okay. So let's talk about some things that we can do to deal with the vaginal dryness. So the first thing is a little bottle of heaven called Silk, S-Y-L-K, prescribed by your GP. It is natural, plant-based, no estrogen in whatsoever, because if you're like me, and you've got a previous history of cancer, you can't have anything with hormones in, or you just don't want to go down that hormone route, this is brilliant. Prescribed by the GP, and I'm telling you, it's a little bottle of heaven. And she also prescribed me something to deal with the dryness outside of my vagina. Really worth a visit to the GP, even if that's all you went for, telling you it will change your life. There's also coconut oil, so you can use coconut oil to put a little bit on your finger and then just pop it inside your vagina twice a day, just literally that much. You need to be careful with coconut oil though, and how you store it, because that in itself too much can cause you problems, so you need to be careful there. You can use evening primrose oil, which is also good, and neem oil that actually comes in pessaries. Let's talk about our relationships and how it affects our relationship to ourselves and how this affects our relationships with our partners. So first of all, our body's doing some dodgy stuff and it's making us feel unpretty, unsexy, that we're losing the very essence of what makes us women. So we need to go right back to basics, and we need to fall in love with our bodies all over again. Well, let's do something that might seem a little crazy at first, but you're going to stand in front of the mirror, nothing on, stark naked as the day you were born, and you're going to look at your body and fall in love with yourself again. Now I know that this is going to be uncomfortable for a lot of people to do. So I'm not asking you to try to do it all in one go, but stand there for 10 seconds. Then tomorrow, stand there for 20 seconds, and the next day for 30 seconds, until you can stand and look at yourself fully from top to toe and start to fall in love with what you see. Have you heard of the Vaginal Monologues? I'm probably showing my age now, but the Vaginal Monologues was a book and then it became a stage show. And they encouraged you to fall in love with every inch of you as a woman. But one of the things that I love is that they got you to get a mirror and literally take the mirror and put it down there and look at it, examine it, and look and see what you actually look like and fall in love with you. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Let's talk about your relationship with your partner and how all of these changes are going to be affecting that partnership as well. As women, we keep this journey to ourselves. We need to talk about it with our partners, men, women. We need to speak, because don't assume that if your partner's a woman, she should understand. Why should she? Her journey is going to be different to yours. Don't assume that if your partner's a man, that he's going to understand it. Why should he? He's not even going through this journey. So the communication is the key. That everything we're talking about is a natural part of the menopausal journey, but you need to be sure. So any changes at all, you need to go and seek help, go and see your GP first before assuming that it's a menopausal change. Just go and check and make sure that it's okay. Thank you so much for watching my video and coming back to my YouTube channel. If you've got any tips or comments or any topics you'd like me to cover, pop them into the comments box below. Most of all though, please take care of you, and I'll see you again soon.